making money online is super, super easy. And you can actually do it super, super duper fast. Right now, I'm currently in a private, secluded villa out here in beautiful, beautiful Brazil with a bunch of boys like we're on here who are collectively worth over multi-millions of dollars and who have worked with a variety of very, very, very influential people like Himo Gaji, Microsoft, Nathan Nazareth, Sebastian Georgiou, Sebastian Escueda, Jordan Welch, and a bunch of other individuals, and the list goes on and on and on, so I won't bore you. We're sharing that kind of stuff, and I realized being out here with all these boys, like Josh and G over there, that making money and getting rich is fucking easy, okay? Like, listen, if an idiot like me can do it, surely you can too. And so a lot of people think that making money has to take time, and that making money has to be difficult and all this stuff. And the only reason why people tell you that, the only reason why is because they want you to buy their courses and their programs and mentorship and all this other stuff so they can get rich while you stay broke. But that doesn't work anymore, and I want to make sure that you can make a bunch of money so you can be out here with all your homeboys living a good life. And so I'm gonna share with you the secrets and everything I've learned being out here and everything I've learned over the past couple of years being entrepreneurship consulting for companies doing 7 to 8 figures and consulting over 600 agency owners at this point, helping them scale past 10, 20, 30K a month. So the first thing is that fundamentally, for you to make money online, or for you to make money at all, you have to provide something to somebody else that's worth money. The problem is that most people, first, there's two problems to this. Number one, most people don't know what to focus on. This is very simple. The only way to figure out what to focus on is to ask yourself, out of all these actions to choose from, out of your entire to-do list, out of all the things you think you should do, ask yourself, which one, if done, will make everything else easier? Now, here's the thing, is if you're running an SMA or some kind of online business, you know that typically speaking, acquisition is by far the number one priority. It's the highest leverage thing you can do is getting more clients, because more clients means more money, more experience, more cases, more testimonials, and the flywheel goes on if you just sign more clients. Therefore, if you are a business owner, signing more clients is by far one of the highest leverage things you could ever focus on. Here's the problem though, is a lot of people know what their highest priority is. They know what the highest leverage thing to do is. They know what they should focus their time on, right? They know that, oh, this is the best thing. The problem is there's too many of those things. And so it's not that we don't know what to focus our time on. It's that we have too many big levers, big rocks to focus on that we don't know which one of the big ones to pick. And that's where most people fall victim and fail, because they get so caught up in trying to do everything and switching back and forth between every single thing that they find to be important that they cannot stick with one to become great at, to actually see the fruits of their labor from all that work. And so if you take, I'm not done yet, if you take one thing from this, it's that most people don't struggle to find what's high leverage, what's high priority. It's that most people struggle to pick one of the 10 things that are high leverage and stick with it on a long enough time horizon to see the results through. And so I urge you to take the point of thinking of, out of all the big rocks you have, if done one of them, which one makes every other rock, and by rock I mean obstacle, if you do one of them, which makes every single of the other ones easier to move? That's the first step, okay? That's the first step to making money fast. The second thing, and there you could argue there's a billion of them, okay, is just the rate at which you learn, the speed at which you learn. And oftentimes the people who are the most obsessed are the people that learn the fastest, right? If we take an example from sports, if we look at Kobe Bryant, he was probably one of the most obsessed individuals ever in the sport of not just basketball, but in sports in general. And the rate at which he learned was so much greater than anybody else, and the rate at which he acted and practiced was so much greater than anybody else, that he saw so much more success, not because he was fundamentally better, not because he was more gifted or talented or any of these things. It's just that he worked so incredibly much harder than anybody else that the rate at which he learned was so much higher that he was able to become better than anybody else without any magical skills. And that's the beauty of this game. It's that it's actually really easy to win. It's really easy to make money. It's really easy to win in this day and age, because a lot of people give up. A lot of people quit. This society, this world we're living in, most people are so soft, are so incredibly weak, that if you aren't winning, you're one of them. And winning is so incredibly easy now because everybody gives up so fast, and everybody complains and cries and moves on. Nobody's willing to sacrifice anyone. No one's willing to endure pain. People think that that making money shouldn't be painful. What? If something was easy, everybody would do it. And if everybody do it, it wouldn't be hard. But the fact that it's hard is exactly what makes it worth doing, because you know that most people won't even dare to try, and therefore you're already ahead of 99% of people by just giving it a shot. Remind yourself, if it was easy, everyone would do it. The fact that water and air is free, the reason why, because everybody could get their hands on it. So of course it doesn't cost any money, and of course it isn't valuable, aka it costs nothing, because everybody can get it. Think about that. And so if everybody can get it, it wouldn't be worth it. If everybody could go out there and start a business by snapping their fingers, it wouldn't be worth it. So remind yourself that if it's hard, it's worth it. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. And then it wouldn't be worth doing. So the fact that it's hard, you should remind yourself, if it's hard for me, it's hard for everybody else. And that means that if I quit now, so will everybody else. So if I keep going, I've already beat 99% of the competition, which makes it that much harder. Remind yourself that every time you go over an obstacle, anyone who's trying to compete with you has to go over the obstacle as well. And so the more obstacles you go over, the less competitors you'll have, and the higher the likelihood that you will win is. Last little thing that I will take with this, okay? If you want to make money fast, surround yourself with other people who make a fuck ton of money. The best thing I ever did for myself is move myself into an environment in which I'm constantly surrounded by other people who think the same, who act the same, who have the same drive and passion of helping people and making money and all these other things. Your environment, your network, your current situation is quite literally could be the difference between you being here to here. I cannot stress the amount of growth I've gone through every time I've spent, you know, a few nights with a few 7 and 8 figure entrepreneurs, or spent an entire month in a villa with a bunch of other entrepreneurs, or gone just on a weekend road trip with my mentor, or a bunch of other things. Spending time with people who know more than you, who are better than you, who work harder than you, who work smarter than you, who have a bigger network, and all these other things is one of the highest leverage things you could do, because your net worth is just your network. It's simple as that. So if you can increase the amount of people you know, you increase the amount of touch points you have, you can increase the earning potential and the opportunities you get. That being said, making money can be easy. If you do it the right way, focus on the right things, do not give up, and surround yourself with other people who are also thinking the same. So therefore, when shit gets tough, you can look over and see everybody's going through the same thing. If you enjoyed this, buy my course. I'm just fucking with you. Imagine I did all this to sell a course. I'm just playing. Have a great rest of your day. I sure hope you can make some money. If you have any questions about making money, drop a comment down below. I respond to everybody. I want you to make some money too, so that you can be out here with your private chef. I'm just playing. He's not my private chef. He's a fucking homie. Bye-bye.